The upcoming summer anime season, looking a little empty there. So what's up guys, Foxen here. You might have already heard about a lot of anime getting shifted 1 or 2 seasons, which is why summer season is going to be very interesting. It's true, there's so little new anime coming out, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. So go ahead and gotta smash that like, do hit that bell, and let's dive into summer. Kicking this off, ReZero Season 2. Finally, you're going to be able to see Best Girl Rem in the first episode. It really has been such a long wait. This pretty unique isekai came out back in 2016. Fast forward 4 years later, really going with that Attack on Titan Season 2 plan. I'm predicting that a lot of ReZero fans are not going to be ready for what's coming up. I'm sorry Subaru, you're up to the plate to suffer round 2. You thought this guy suffered back in Season 1? You have no idea. Hopefully you saw the new ReZero Season 2 trailer that just dropped. I did do a breakdown for that, but unfortunately, for whatever reason, YouTube thought that that video was too adult. I am predicting that after Season 2, Emilia is gonna gain so much more fans. Oh yes, people that consider her a waifu will explode into the triple digits. The bad part? We gotta suffer a little like Subaru too. ReZero Season 2 will be split into 2 parts. Part 2 won't be until winter 2021. So, are you ready? And yes, by the way, I will be doing some sort of videos for ReZero. Look forward to them. Next up, Essay Alicization, the final season. Really what should be the last part for this Alicization arc. And you know me, I am super hyped, super ready. You got the War of the Underworld that's reaching its peak. God Vector has entered the battlefield. Unfortunately, he's stolen the Blonde Knight away. At the same time, you now have forces joining together. But not before you got some pesky Red Knights coming into play. At the very least, the Human Empire has summoned their 3 goddesses. Oh yeah, it's time to see more of Goddess Asuna, Goddess Shinan, and Goddess Lifa. I'm still waiting on those figures, by the way. But of course, every SAO fan is waiting for Kirito's return, which has already pretty much been revealed in the trailer. I'm really just hoping that A1 Pictures had enough time to perfect this as much as possible. They really need to get whatever is going on with Kirito right. Some of the upcoming action also has potential to have some of the best animation period for the series. Let's see if they're actually able to deliver. And I guarantee you, a lot of people are going to be shedding tears for this. Definitely let me know if you're as hyped as I am. I will be reviewing this weekly, along with additional content. Next up, Ore ga Iru Season 3. For this anime, I'm not even going to play around. It had been on my watch list like for the longest time. Finally, with all the delays, I managed to watch Season 1 and Season 2. Some of you may have seen my tweets about this. For this video, let me just quickly say that I found Ore ga Iru Season 1 and Season 2 to be like night and day. Season 2 was far more enjoyable. If anything, I do wish the whole anime started like Season 2. Anyway, for Season 3, Hachiman is back along with his lovely friends. And you know what's coming up. Who's ultimately gonna be the winner in this little love story? Yui, Oriha, Yukino? Perhaps the adorable Saika? Either way, I'm predicting some fans will be salty after this season. Which, by the way, Ore ga Iru Season 2 actually had a completely different anime studio change. I've recently been seeing the question more and more about what's an example of a good studio change. This may be up there. Next up, the Attack on Titan movie. Nope, not Attack on Titan Season 4 just yet. Officially, this is titled Attack on Titan Chronicle. So in case you don't know what this is, funny enough, this actually got announced at the same time that the Attack on Titan Season 4 trailer dropped. I mean, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, it is supposed to be a recap movie. Someone over there thought it would be a good idea to combine Attack on Titan Season 1, Season 2, and both parts of Season 3. That'll be 59 episodes into one long movie. How long? So it's unknown, but my guess is around 2 to 3 hours. Attack on Titan has done a couple recap movies in the past. They've been around 2 hours or so. And yes, I'm expecting this whole thing to be a colossal mess. Seriously, if they're trying to cash in on the Attack on Titan property, why not just make 2 recap movies for each of the Season 3 parts? I'm just curious to see as to whether there's going to be some type of bonus surprise in the movie. Whether that's a new scene, enhanced animation, or something related to Attack on Titan Season 4. This is coming out in July, and my dumbass is going to be in the theater on day 1. You could count on it. Next anime, Decadence, by the Nut Studio. Let me know if this sounds familiar. In this world, humanity has been driven to the brink of extinction. You got some mysterious monsters terrorizing the world. The now surviving humans have actually built this mobile fortress in order to survive. The initial description of course made you think Attack on Titan. When actually checking out the new trailers, for me I got more of a God Eater vibe, or instead of titans, more like Kabaneri of the Iron Fortress. Interestingly, this is an original anime, so really not much is known yet. For the Nut Studio, they actually have worked on Tanya in the past. You know, that isekai with the crazy blonde loli, which does include the Tanya movie. What actually does give me some confidence is the director Yuzuru. This is actually someone from Madhouse. In the past, he's directed Death Paradise and Mob Psycho. He's also worked on Bleach, One Punch Man, Kill la Kill, Attack on Titan, and Steins Gate. Quite the resume. I got a feeling this anime may go under the radar, but keep an eye out for this. Next anime, God of High School, a Crunchyroll original. So this will be the second Korean comic, aka webtoon, being adapted into its own anime. The one thing that anime people should be focused on is this being done by the MAPPA studio. Yep, the new studio that took over Attack on Titan Season 4. Anyway, for the actual God of High School story, you got a high school, you got a lot of students in Korea, they're all learning to fight, and they constantly engage in a lot of tournaments. So you heard that right, that really isn't one of the main selling points. You might have actually already heard people compare this to Dragon Ball for webtoons. Perhaps don't expect too much from the story department, but if you're craving to see a lot of action scenes, perhaps some lovely animation here and there, this should be your thing. I just hope I could get past those red noses. I don't know if they've just been sticking their nose in some ass for a while, but hopefully it doesn't take too long to get used to. Next up, Fire Force Season 2. Hopefully you've already seen the first season for the shonen anime. If not, perfect time to catch up. In case you haven't, just think of this as a world full of people with fire powers. You actually have the main group of firefighters fighting other fire-powered individuals. If you're at all interested in shonen tales, this will be right up your alley. From the story, it really is what you would expect. On the other hand, this anime is being done by David Production, aka the studio that does JoJo. So even if you're not too impressed by the shonen story, you know, one that you've seen retold multiple times, I would at least encourage you to watch this for the animation alone. It is freaking gorgeous. And yes, I'm partly telling myself this. I am behind, like halfway through season 1, but I do want to catch up. Next anime, getting more into romance, Rent a Girlfriend. Just to make it more clear, you do have a story where the main character rents a girlfriend. You know, it'd be like the Uber for Tinder. I am really curious to see what the reception will be for this, since I have heard it really had an interesting concept at the beginning, but then got severely stretched out. Most likely this anime is going to be only here for one season, so it may not run into that problem. And really, it seems like they're really confident about this. There's already a lot of merch scheduled to come out for this, including one figure for the main waifu here. For the studio, you have TMS doing this. They recently done Fruits Basket, Bananya, Teasing Master Tagaki, Dr. Stoned, Baki, Megalobox, and Real Life. And then as a bonus, the director for this anime has worked on Goblin Slayer, ReZero, and Steins Gate Zero. I have a suspicion this anime will be much more niche, but I'm sure some of you watching will find the main character relatable in some sense. Changing up the romance, Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time. I'm not gonna lie, I saw the premise for this and instantly thought, interspecies reviewers? So get this, you have main character Peter Grill. He's supposed to be a super strong fighter. Despite the guy having a girlfriend, you suddenly have dozens and dozens of female and other female monsters throwing themselves at him. Oh yeah, they're interested in his blade. Can you see why I made that comparison? The studio working on this is Wolfsbane, which is actually going to be the very first anime for that studio. No matter the result, this should be interesting. And in case the trailers didn't already spell it out, the director for this anime has pretty much only worked on hentai or borderline hentai ecchi anime. This anime will definitely be more niche than the previous one, but I got a feeling that a few of you will be interested. Next anime, Uzaki-chan Wants to Play. You got the main character here that has a very big personality. I'll be honest about this series, I see this character around so much. If you go to anime stores here in Japan, they usually have an adult section. I've seen this character near the front so many times. So in case it wasn't clear why the main character is popular, although this is supposed to be a comedy, the studio doing this is Engi, and the director was recently the one for Kemonomichi, and the guy does have experience with comedy. He's worked on Food Wars and Attack on Titan Junior High. And if you haven't seen Kemonomichi, check that out. It's by the author from Konosuba. Severely underwatched. Next anime, The Misfit of the Demon King Academy. This one by Silverlight Studio. At first, it seemed like Magical High School anime were making a comeback. Not exactly. It turns out, not an isekai, but a fantasy story. A few thousand years later, this demon lord has been resurrected. Unfortunately, he comes back to this place that's super peaceful. Even the demon lord's descendants have become pretty weak. So I'll just put it out there, the premise, I don't find it too interesting. The one real reason I'm keeping my eye on this one is largely due to the studio. I mean, Silverlight has been kicking major plump ass lately. You had the villainous Isekai and the shield girl Bofuri. The director for this also has worked on Bakato Test and Negima, which is another magical high school tale. So keep an eye on this one, you may find a nice surprise. As for other anime coming back, you have Food Wars Season 5, aka The Final Plight. I'm super curious to hear anime-only people's reaction after it's over. The new Digimon is also coming back. I really want to start that soon. Fruits Basket Season 2 is continuing. I've seen the first season, need to jump into the second one. Definitely let me know how Season 2 is. The Great Pretender is continuing. For this anime, I haven't started, but I saw the first episode at Anime Expo last year. I'm mostly just curious since it's with studio. And then, anyone recall Oresugi? Honestly, I wasn't too happy about the anime, but I just need to see it conclude. Some OVA special is coming out this summer. So definitely let me know what you're hyped for. If you can't pick one, give me your top 3. Also, do let me know if you like what I did with this video, going more in depth with the studio and the people working on the anime behind the scenes. Just hit that like to let me know. I may keep on doing this in the future. Anyway, definitely post your hyped anime for the summer season down below. Subscribe for more juicy anime videos, check out my Tower of God lovely Rachel video, and my ReZero Season 2 breakdown that's too spicy for YouTube. And I'll see you guys later.